Hi there, it's Stephanie here from Fork and Knife Teacher. I'm going to go through with you today my sewing bundle and what the different things that are included in it are. So I'm going to start at the top here. So I've got the sewing machine digital worksheet. So with that digital worksheet, it's an image of a sewing machine. There is like lines pointing to the different parts of it, and students can name the different parts of the sewing machine using that. There's like text boxes for them to fill in. There's also slides that kind of an answer key, one that is it all filled in if you want them to like look at that and study it beforehand, but it's a fully digital project. So if it's something that you wanted to assign through your online classroom, you could do that for sure. The next one is a sewing tools digital worksheet. So again, there's like, it's a drag and drop. So there's text below the pictures. Each slide has 3 pictures of items with a text box. Students can drag words to from below that. And again, fully digital. So if you wanted to assign something, say you're away, or say you're just, before you got on machines, you wanted to make sure that they knew the names of the tools, that kind of thing. And then we've got a fashion and globalization and social responsibility activity and note for you. Then the next one is a fibers Google Slides, talking all about fibers. And then the next thing to go with that is the fibers test and answer key. And then I've got a first day of school sewing game. It's like a Jeopardy style digital kind of game. And that's just for understanding like prior knowledge and kind of, talking with the class a little bit, but kind of seeing like who has like assessing this kind of the knowledge of the classroom. So I want it to be like a first day of school kind of fun icebreaker thing, but also something that's helping you gain an idea of the skills of the students. And that goes with the curriculum. I believe it's the Family Consumer Science curriculum. And I'll double check which one. I have it listed on there because I believe I listed it, which curriculum expectations they meet. So if you go through the course, you can kind of see, who's already got an idea and who doesn't really have that much knowledge on the subject for your planning. Then I've got a Kahoot. So it's a sewing and like name the tool Kahoot, similar to the digital one upstairs, but this is like, something you can play as a class. Here are some hand stitching worksheets, just different shapes that they can and I would suggest printing that on cardstock that they can go through and do hand stitching, practice their hand stitching on. And then I've got a sewing, I call it an escape room. It's like a game with a bunch of different kind of sewing related like theory activities. Like they're not actually like sewing or making anything, but it's got this like premise of like fashion week, and you have to help kind of solve some problems that they run into. It kind of introduces them to different jobs in fashion as well. Things like seamstresses and people who are altering things, and so the different kind of some careers in the fashion industry. And then I've got some posters. I call it posters, but you could use them as worksheets. But like I would take the sewing machine poster and like put that on bright colored paper and laminate it and put it up in my room for like a reference sheet for people. And you could have it labeled or unlabeled. And if you want to use it as like an activity for students to label, you can do that as well. So that's number 10. And then I go into a little bit of color theory. So a lot of these there's digital and printable worksheets as well as the lesson. So like a note, like a slides kind of thing. And that's 11, 12, and 13. And it's there's like drag and drop in the color theory. And then we've got fashion design and textures, Google Slide, and then fashion pattern reading. So reading the envelope and how to navigate that, fashion marketing, fashion design, inclusive body shapes. And these are worksheets. So you design different clothes for those worksheets. And then there's also like this is a digital activity to name the different body shapes that go with that. And then there is the Google Slides, number 19. And then there's some more sketching sheets there. Ooh, so that is the sewing bundle. Of course, you can click on each of them and get more information, but I wanted just to give you an idea of what's included in that. Thanks so much. This is Stephanie from Fork and Knife Teacher.